In this video, we will be talking about the remote control and also the receiver of the same on an electronic board. The remote control works in a very similar way to an optocoupler. An optocoupler has a small LED and a small photodetector inside it. In this case, it is exactly the same, only that the LED is in our hand and the photodetector is located on the electronic board or on the display, or on a small separate board. In this case, we have it together with the display. How does it send the signal? Well, it does it through pulses. These pulses are very fast in time, and we only see a light if we look with the camera of a phone, for example how we are going to see now pointing with a phone. And there we can see a slight blinking. Well, let's try with another different control. There we can see just the blinking. This blinking is telling us that the remote control is working properly. In case it is damaged, what we can do is replace this LED. In reality, what breaks the most in remote controls is this LED due to falls. It is rare that it fails for anything other than falls, unless water or dirt gets into it. If you observe inside the control, this LED usually has long wires to connect it to the board. This is to cushion the blows that these devices constantly have. But they also get damaged sometimes. So, we have to replace it. In case this LED fails, it is easily replaced by another infrared LED. But it is not only the only failure we have in remote control and its reception. It is also possible that we have a failure in the receiver of this control. One detail I want to mention is that iPhone phone cameras do not show infrared light. These phones are made in a way that the screen does not show the spectrum that is invisible to the human eye. In this way, they offer a better image quality. Therefore, let's keep that detail in mind. With iPhone phones, we will not be able to see the light of the remote control. We may think that the control is having problems, but it is not because those phones do not show that light spectrum. So, how do we control the receiver? One simple way to do this is to go to the 7805 on the board or to the 5-volt output and make continuity between the negative and any of the 3 pins of the receiver. There it is. There we were able to identify that the middle one appears less than 1 ohm. So, that is the negative power supply of the receiver. In case we have to replace it, we have to look for one of the same type. The main thing is that the terminals match, because if not, we have to make a great adaptation on the board. The main thing is that the terminals match, both the negative and its BCC power supply and its signal output. To see the BCC power supply, what we are going to do is place it on the positive side of the output of the 7805 and also make continuity. It will not be a direct continuity, but it will be a low resistance. Here we have 329 ohms. Here we can identify the input power of this receiver, and on the other side we have the signal output. So, how are we going to do to control its state? We are going to power the receiver along with the entire board. Please leave a comment if you have any questions.